Hey, woke up super early today. I think it's 5 something. And I was super excited to take a water sample or water samples. If you look online, it seems like they have the most comprehensive water test. If you get like the super package, there's like two common bacteria tests along with something called a HPC, and that's one that normal test kits don't do. Beyond the testing for bacteria, they also do many other kind of mineral hardness and that sort of tests as well. So I just wanted to get the best test for, especially for this first time. It comes with these ice packs and you have to freeze them before you send it in, and it takes 6 hours to freeze apparently. So I am not able to take the test until, wow, I'm having a brain freeze, until those ice packs are frozen. Hopefully I'll get it all done today. Hey, so I got my water test containers filled up. Couldn't really get any videos of it because it's kind of time sensitive. You have to next day air it in a refrigerated box right there. I'm gonna go drop it off. I left it on. I left the spring running into the tank for like half a day, and the overflow was leaking so much that it created a puddle, like running all the way down to there. So it didn't look like that much leaking, but apparently I guess it just kind of runs down, and if you look here, you can see like a space on the bottom here, whereas on the top it's completely tight. I think that's due to the nature of this barrel. It's a curved barrel, and I'm trying to fit a flat bulkhead fitting on it, so it's not really liking that. So I did some research online, and one of the comments I saw on a plumbing forum said, one of the guys said, this doesn't apply in this case because I don't need any Teflon tape here, because this is on the outside of the barrel, and that's not the part that's causing the leak. But as an aside, the guy said don't use Teflon tape on plastic. Use this stuff, thread sealant, and this works on various metals as well as plastic. It's supposed to make a stronger bond, I guess. So there's no longer water coming out of here, so I can safely unscrew this, and then I'll use this thread sealant. I'm gonna put it around the sealant as well as like around the washers and kind of around the hole, and this is supposed to be safe for being like in contact with water. So hopefully that's not a lie and I don't die. Okay, so I unscrewed this as much as I could. This PVC is all glued on, so I can't get it out further without cutting the PVC. But basically one of the problems is the original hole that I drilled is too big, because I drilled it for the original fitting that I had gotten. I think one problem is the gasket inside, the contact it's making with the walls is not that great. And then the other thing is, because this PVC pipe is just kind of hanging out here unsupported, it pushes the gasket upward, whereas I think the best chance I have of this leak stopping is to have the gasket closer to the bottom, because I don't think the water will ever reach the top of that gasket. I'm wondering if I can fill that with like silicone caulk or something. There's gotta be something that can fill like a bigger hole. I mean, this is really just for threads. It's not really the threads that's causing the issue. It's really where the gasket meets the barrel. I think what I'm gonna do for now is I'm not gonna use the thread seal, because once I apply that, I don't know how hard it is to take off. I'm gonna push this down further, like more, to be more on the lower side than the higher side. And then I'm gonna hang this PVC pipe so it's not just like hanging out there. Actually, I'm gonna hang it first. Then I'll lower this, and then I'll tighten it all, turn on the water, and see how much it's leaking, if at all. Hopefully it's not. And while I do that, I'll do some more research online how I can deal with a big gap like this. Alright, so I tightened this down before, but the more I thought about it, when I tighten this thing down, I see a little gap at the bottom, and that wasn't really sitting well with me. So to try to give myself the best chance of success, I made this rub. It's a plastic tubing, but it's flexible, so I'm gonna stick that in between the container and the washer. I did some more research, and it does seem like in order to make this hole smaller, my best choice would be a 100% silicone sealant. I had the Lexol, which is I looked it up, and it's not silicone. It's sort of a rubber compound, and they actually don't recommend it when you are going to have the thing submerged in contact with water 24/7. They don't claim that it's food safe. So I ordered food safe silicone sealant from the interweb. That leak is like way too much for my liking. So I really just have to wait until the food grade silicone gets here. And maybe that will take care of it. Maybe it won't. And if it doesn't, we'll find another way. I feel a lot more relaxed now that like I actually like have water. I've sent the water test out to get tested. My water out to get tested. So for the most part, I was having all of these like anxiety, I guess, kind of anxiety. I mean, I try to stay calm for the most part, but I guess you could call it anxiety of like all these like things coming together and not going right, and like, but now that like a few different things have been taken care of, such as my hat is now straight, kinda, and I have a truck which sort of works. The oil drain plug doesn't come off, but the car still runs. I mean, it drives and goes. I have water that I can wash my hands with, and waiting for results on drinkable water. I'm waiting to get my driveway installed. There's a little bit of nervousness there because like I really need to get it done by the end of the month in order for the containers to make it in, and it's already midway through the month. I mean, they really only need like a few days to like get it in to do the work. So it's really a matter of like, okay, once the machinery gets here, I know it's gonna get done in 2-3 days, right? But the machinery is not here. Like until like I hear from the guy saying I'm gonna be there next week, or actually see like the excavators and bulldozers and whatever, you know, coming into and through the driveway, there's a little bit of nervousness there, but it's not like there is also a backup plan for the container. So wow, I'm like really rambling a lot. Long story short, I feel a lot more calm than I did like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, because like I feel more things are under control now. Therefore, stuff like leaks here, little things here and there, like I can work around those. I'm good with just taking my time to work through my problems at this point. We'll see what other things come up in the future, but that's kind of where I'm at. I might have to rewind this video to figure out what my train of thought was before I went on that tangent. I should probably stop this video before I go off into more of an abyss.